Hi everyone, happy, what's today? Thursday. God, it gets harder and harder. The longer we're in this quarantine, that just gets harder and harder. So it is almost 5 o'clock. My daughter's getting ready to have her virtual art class. The weather is just crap here. It's just been really overcast. It's kind of been like sprinkling on and off, but it's chilly. You know, it's only 60 degrees. Kind of there's a wind. It's just been really nasty today. But I did get a lot of, hence the makeup, I did get a lot of filming done today. There's my business partner. A lot of filming done today and some pictures taken. I got pictures of my Kimberly skirt that I made. I got that hemmed. The hem really didn't drop much, like at all. I didn't have to level anything out. I did some measurements just to make sure and everything was good. So I went ahead and did a narrow hem on that. Got some pictures in it and it is, well, you can see it hanging up right there. Ready to go. This dress right here is hanging there in timeout until I decide what I'm going to do about it. I am going to move forward with the sew-alongs with the different fabrics and make the adjustment on the bodice, the Petite Adjustment. I'm actually going to film that separately. I can't remember if I said this or not. I'm going to film that separately and put that up next Wednesday. I'll have a tutorial that comes out that will be that Petite Adjustment, so that that will just be really easy to reference. If I've had just a lot of questions about that, and I know I showed it on the daily vlogs, but that just gets lost so easily. It's hard to find that again. So if I've got a standalone video where it's just that adjustment, it makes it really easy for me to send people back there and also for people just to find it because it's under the playlists and then it'll be under tutorials. So I am going to film that, I think tomorrow. I'm going to do a lot of filming where I don't have to be like in front of the camera. So that's like really good sew-along filming. And then I'll do some in front of the camera filming again on Saturday, I guess, to get those sew-alongs I'll put up. But anyway, I've not done any sewing today, just a whole lot of filming. The baby bunnies, give you a little baby bunny update. They have gotten big enough now that Gidget can smell them when she goes out into the yard. So I have to be out there with her because she just immediately goes right to that area and's like sticking her snout in the hole basically, which I mean, I don't think she'll do anything. I think she's really just sniffing, but I just don't want her to bother them. So, that's annoying. And she's been like shooting out the door and going straight there and she's so naughty. So I'm having to really stay on top of it. I mean, I am thankful that she's not the type of dog, that would eat them. Our neighbors have a Yorkie and, the bunnies in their yard did not fare as well as ours have. I think it was a bit of a massacre, which happens. That is nature. So anyway, we are on protective watch right now for the next couple weeks of the bunnies and keeping Gidget to mind her own business. So she's not happy about it. She's very curious. I think she doesn't understand why she can't play with what she smells in the hole. So anyway. And now she's passed out on the floor. So that is the bunny update for now. But I don't think I'm going to do even any cutting out today. I kind of had thought I would do some of that and maybe even some sew-along filming. But honestly, I filmed 2 videos. I filmed tomorrow's video and then I filmed Tuesday's video. So doing all of that and the twirls and then getting everything edited and uploaded took most of the day today. So I just don't think that's going to happen. I'm also trying to slow down just a little bit. I feel like I'm on the brink of burnout a little. I think having school being done is going to help huge. You know, like I still woke up at my same time, but I could have slept in this morning if I wanted to, so I kind of woke up really naturally. You know, I didn't have to wake anybody up. I let them sleep until they wanted to wake up. Which they're not super late sleepers, but I did let them sleep as long as they wanted, and I was able to get some computer work done and stuff. So that's going to be a huge help now that they are out of school, so I don't have to worry about, you know, staying on top, you know, making sure that they're getting on when they're supposed to and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm just trying to slow down just a little bit and just take a little bit more time for relaxing and coming back down during the day so that I'm not working straight up until the time I go to bed. So that is the goal. We'll see how well. It's hard when you work from home not to work, you know, especially right now when it's so easy to get bored because there's nothing else going on. Not to just resort to, well, I'll just go do some work. But I do need to focus on doing a little bit more relaxing. So we're going to have some dinner. My husband went to go get more propane for our grill. We're going to grill some dinner, and I am going to get on the treadmill and I think watch a show while I do some treadmilling. Yeah, that's the plan. Okay, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully with some, filming solo-alongs tomorrow. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Okay, have a good night, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, everyone. Sorry, I'm very dark when I sit in this corner without my lights. So it is Friday morning. I am feeling so much better this morning. I slept in, kind of. My body doesn't really allow me to sleep in. I slept in till 7:30, which is actually very close to the time I normally wake up. It's just that I didn't have to wake up. You know, like a lot of times just that mental, I didn't have to wake up, made all the difference. I also went to bed a little earlier last night, more like how I was going to bed before all this stay-at-home stuff started. I've always been an early to bed, but you know, I don't know, my internal clock just got totally messed up with the whole shelter-in-place stuff, and yeah, I was staying up a lot later than normal and then sleeping in. Anyway, I'm feeling a lot better this morning. Now the weather still isn't cooperating, and I think that's probably also playing a huge effect on, you know, just me feeling kind of burned out and not down, but just like tired, you know. Is number one, the barometric pressure that's just going crazy, but number two, just the fact that it's been overcast for days, and it's supposed to be like partly cloudy for many more days, and that's just, you know, when you don't see the sunshine, even though we are going outside and walking, it just makes a huge difference. So yeah, hopefully the sun comes back. But I am feeling really good this morning. I've had my second cup of coffee, so I'm raring to go. I am totally procrastinating because I need to film today the sew along. I need to film the Petite Adjustment video because I want that to go up on Wednesday. So that's going to be its own standalone video, super easy to reference later on down the road. And I'll be doing it with that Kimberly bodice that has the sleeve. So I'll be showing you in any kind of situation. Obviously, if you don't have the sleeve, you don't have to mess with the sleeve, but you know, that's definitely a consideration. So I'm going to be doing that video today, and then I'm going to be refilming the scoop neck tutorial on how to change that V-neck bodice into a scoop neck, which again doesn't take very long. It's just, I just need to do it. And then I'll be filming that I need to cut out the two Kimberlys that I'm making, both the V-neck without sleeves and the scoop neck with sleeves, and getting those at least started on the sew along for the video on Sunday. I've decided that Madras plaid is not going to work for the V-neck Kimberly because, and I love that fabric. We'll talk about it in a second, but I think that half circle skirt that's on the Kimberly, that plaid's just going to look really wonky, because anytime you have a plaid or a stripe and you're cutting it, you know, horizontally, you know, where you have lines going horizontally across the skirt, which with a plaid, you've got them going vertically and horizontally, they just look warped because of the way that the skirt curves. So I'm thinking that's probably not a good choice for the Kimberly, although now that I've pulled it out, it really does need to be a summer dress. So I'm gonna have 872 summer dresses in my closet by the time this is all said and done, because I keep coming across fabrics that I'm like, well, that needs to be a summer dress. So anyway, I'm gonna be doing a muslin of the Kimberly bodice just to make sure that everything is good to go. And then I think I'm gonna just use that linen that Marlene sent me for the V-neck sleeveless Kimberly, because I think that will get a ton of wear. And being sleeveless, I will, and because it's kind of that gold color, I think it's called autumn gold maybe. It's very similar. It's almost the same color as my Closet Case Sienna Maker jacket. It's just this is the middle weight, medium weight linen, as opposed to my Sienna Maker jacket's the heavyweight linen. But because it's that color, I think if I make a sleeveless dress, that'll make it really easy to wear into the cooler months because it's kind of an autumnal color. And if I put darker, like turtlenecks and stuff underneath it. Like I've got a burgundy turtleneck, fitted turtleneck that's a Megan Nielsen Rowan that would look really good underneath it. I've got also a dark green merino wool actually, but the same Megan Nielsen Rowan turtleneck that would look really good underneath that gold yellow. Or you can layer some cropped cardigans and stuff like that over it. I think that, you know, you could definitely take that linen into, I mean, you wouldn't want to wear it in the dead of winter, but definitely into the fall months. Put some boots with it. I think I told you guys already about my boots that I ordered from J. Crew. I got on to order a pair of espadrilles and they were having a really good sale, but all of their winter shoes, maybe, I can't remember if I told you this or not. I was very excited about it and calling like my sister and some of my friends like, oh my gosh, J. Crew's having a sale. But anyway, it's a pair of kitten heel booties that are the calf hair, kind of leopard print, or I say leopard, this one actually might be a cheetah print, to be honest. Anyway, it's an animal print in those, you know, browns and, you know, the black, a little bit of black and the orangey kind of colors. Anyway, it's a booty, it's a kitten heel. I think they were normally like $280, but they were deep discounted because they were out of season, and then they were having an additional 60% off sale. So I paid like $35 for them. And I'm not even exaggerating. I got those, and then I got my espadrilles, which is the reason I went on to J. Crew, for $50, I think. And those were normally, I don't know, like $120, I think. It's just they're just a wedge espadrille. So they're a wedge shoe, and then they've got the cloth top. They are closed-toed. They're just really cute, and they're like a linen-looking fabric, and then they've got like gold woven into it, just a little bit. So it's like a fabric that has just a hint of metallic in there, but in the gold. And I just really wanted a pair for some of my summer dresses, and something with a little bit of a heel. And I love a wedge because those seem to be a little bit more comfortable than a high heel to me. But yeah, it's got the jute espadrille type sole, but they're wedges. Anyway. I think the wedges should be arriving any day. The other stuff still hasn't shipped. I also ordered bathing suits two bathing suits for my daughter, and then a linen button-down shirt or button-up shirt for my husband, and the same one for my son. Obviously 2 different colors and 2 different sizes. But yeah, I got a really good deal. Anyway, I know they've just filed for bankruptcy, and I may be repeating myself. I apologize if I am. But anyway, clearly I'm procrastinating in filming. This is the thing. When I have a whole bunch of things that need to be filmed. Excuse me, hairball. Oh my goodness. Cough it up, girl. Excuse her. But when I have like a large list like that of things that I need to do, I just get overwhelmed, and my brain like shuts down, which just take it one step at a time. And usually once I get into it, you know, just do that first step. Once I've done that first one, then I'm fine. And it's like, you know, I'm nose to the grindstone. We're good to go. But I also have a pattern test that I am going to be doing. That got the pattern last night, this morning. Maybe it was this morning. I downloaded it this morning. Anyway, it's a very good one. I'm very excited about it, and I'm going to be using that red cotton modal for it. It's a knit pattern. So I think I have enough of that red cotton modal to do a Whitney wrap top, because I want another wrap top, but without the scallop this time, just because I want to try just the straight neckband. So I'm going to be doing that in that fabric, and then I think I've got enough to do this pattern test as well, because I've got 3 yards of it. Anyway, it's very, very exciting, and it should go together pretty easily, I think. So I'll keep you definitely up or posted on that one. And then I also got yesterday this is Minerva fabric, and I had, they had sent out, I'm part of their blogger network, so I get sent fabric, she sends out like a list, and you can, you know, kind of pick which ones you want to use to do a blog post for. And let's see, I had put this in like at Christmas time, I think, but it was just back ordered, just even coming into their warehouse. So it's been, you know, like literally it was like December that I had put this in as a fabric I'd love to work with for part of that blogger network. And anyway, I'm sure with the corona everything, and you know, they're down to skeleton staff, blah, blah, blah. But I actually received it yesterday. And so it is, I'll have to check for sure. I thought it was gonna be more of a tinsel knit, but it's a ponte. It's like a lightweight ponte. And I'm pretty sure there's tinsel in this. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. But it's kind of a smoky blue color, which it's a little too gray for me. This is a color I would have totally worn with my blonde hair. And I do like blues on me still, like very much. But this is just a little too gray. However, my daughter, who is fair-skinned and blonde, I think will look lovely. And she has requested a Whitney Red Dress. So I'm going to make her a Whitney out of this. I'm just waiting for the final pattern once all the tweaks and stuff have been made so that I can print. In fact, I may even send those off to PDF plotting and have that pattern printed off just so I have it on nice big sheets since it's my namesake pattern. And then it'll be all the sizes that I'll have printed off. So then I can trace off my daughter's size and make her the wrap dress. She wanted just the plain band. She does not want a scalloped band, which is fine. Even though the scalloped is really cute. But I'm making myself a plain one too, so just for some variety. So yeah, this arrived and that's what that's going to be. And I will definitely take you guys along with that whenever I do sew that up. And then obviously this will be on the Minerva blog at some point. So with her in it, she's a good muse for all of that. So yeah, that's just kind of my update. I've been talking to you for almost 11 minutes now, so I'm clearly procrastinating. Just do it already. Okay, so I'm going to go, do some filming. So obviously I can't take you along with me on that because that will be popping up later for you, but I am going to go film and I'll check back in a little bit later. Maybe take you along when I'm cutting out my Kimberlys here in a little bit. All right, hope you guys are having a good one, and I will talk to you a little later. Okay guys, so I've been working. I have filmed my Petite Adjustment and I have filmed how to do the scoop neck on the Kimberly, but I've just done up a muslin with the Petite Adjustment on this bodice. So this is I look lovely today. This is the same bodice that I made the other day. The Kimberly Lisa mashup, the failed dress. It's still sitting in timeout, but look how much better this fits. I mean, look. I also figured out why it was tight in the waist. We'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, I mean, my darts, this is the muslin. My darts are still wonky, but I literally just threw this together with basting stitches. But look how much better that fits. And plus once we get, I mean, that's like right at my natural waist is right there, about 5/8 of an inch above that cut line, which is right where the seam line's gonna be. It's very level all the way around, which is fantastic. The back is fitting me so much better and up by my neck. I've got movement. Yeah. It saved the day. So this adjustment is going to be up on the channel as its own video on Wednesday. So be watching for that. I'm going to show you exactly what I did to fix the bodice. And I'm even showing the failed bodice at the beginning, how I decide how much to take in, then how to do the adjustment, and then I'm also talking about the finished muslin. So I'm going to talk to you here in just a second. Okay, so sorry, I'm very like half shadowed here. I've got my lights on over there. Okay, I just wanted to talk a little bit. So I figured out, number one, I want to thank you guys for all your comments on my failed dress the other day. I love to hear when, you know, it doesn't feel like a fail or a mistake if people are learning from it. So thank you for all your wonderful comments. It's just really lovely to hear and really good for me to hear just to pull myself up out of it. Like, of course, you get to going, I mean, we all make mistakes. We're all human. It doesn't matter, you know, how long you've been doing anything, you're going to make mistakes. And as frustrating as it is because you kick yourself because you know better, it's still going to happen. So I'm so glad that that was able to help others along the way. But I have finished, I just showed you, finished the muslin, made those petite adjustments. The fit is way better. And I figured out why it was tight in the midsection. I was looking back, so that was the Kimberly bodice on top of the Lisa skirt. Well, if you recall, for Sunday's video, I'm working on the Kimberly bodice with the Kimberly skirt. I'm doing the whole Kimberly pattern. And I had added a full bust adjustment of 1.25 inches on either side, and then I added that width because I wanted to keep my waistline with the added 2.5 inches, because my waistline needed it for that size and that pattern. I'd added that width to the bottom of the skirt, or to the width of the skirt. of which I need to go back and tell you to add to the hemband as well. But anyway, I totally did not add anything to the skirt of the Lisa, which is weird because the skirt fits me fine. But anyway, I sewed the darts wrong, the waist darts wrong on the pattern. So I had drawn in the original dart for the waist dart, and then if you caught that on the video, I was like, oh wait, no, I don't want I don't want those new legs. I want to bring the legs in because I do want to keep the width that I've added there. I totally cut my darts wrong. So I sewed the dart with, back to the original waistline seam instead of leaving that extra 2.5 inches in the pattern, because I hadn't altered the Lisa skirt at all. That's what happened in the waist. Again, if I could just slow down and move at a much easier pace, stuff like that wouldn't happen. So this muslin's been sewn with the correct width of waist dart, and oddly enough, it fits like a dream. So, so anyway, I am gonna go back to the drawing board on the, well, see, so I could go back and see if I could recut the bodice of the eyelet dress to fit this new bodice, because this Petite Adjustment's exactly what I needed. But now I like the idea of the skirt so much better that I think I might just scrap the bodice and just make the sleeveless version in that linen, because I actually like the idea of that a lot better. Anyway, so maybe that was a fortuitous boo-boo. So I am, yeah, I'm looking at myself in the mirror, feeling good about this bodice. I'm even sitting down, and you know how sometimes your midsection goes when you sit down? That's a really good test, I feel like, and I still have plenty of ease in that bodice piece. So that is very exciting. So I'm gonna be able to keep that just fine. Okay, that's all I've got for right now. So I'm actually going to go and cut out, well, I'll take you guys along with me. I'm gonna cut out the 2 Kimberleys now that I am feeling good about all the adjustments I made onto the pattern. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out those two versions. That's not gonna be in the sew along. I'm just gonna show you what I've cut out in the sew along. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get that done. I don't know if I'm gonna get any of the sew along filmed today, which I think is okay because I filmed all those other parts that I needed to do. So I think, we'll see how I'm feeling. I'll get everything cut out, and if I feel like probably gonna have to recharge batteries and stuff like that and dump some footage off my phone. So yeah, we'll just kind of see if I end up doing any actual sewing today for the sew along, or if that gets pushed to tomorrow. And I mean, it has to be done because it has to go up on Sunday. So if it doesn't get done today, it has to get done tomorrow. But anyway, that's kind of what I'm thinking. All right, let's get back to it. Okay guys, so I'm calling it a night. I have had a very, very productive filming day today. I decided to break it up into steps, which is just what I said I was gonna do. That worked wonderfully. So I think I mentioned earlier, I got the Petite Adjustment all filmed. I just need to film the intro when I made it up. I'll do that tomorrow. And then I'll film the intro for Sunday's video tomorrow as well. For the part 2 sew along, which will be the V-neck bodice. And then next Sunday I will do the scoop neck bodice, and that video will have the scoop neck tutorial, how to draft that scoop neck, which I did film today, so that's all done. And obviously I got the sew along V-neck bodice all filmed that needs to go up on Sunday. And I actually got that dress completely done because I'm gonna do a video on the V-neck bodice, and then I'm gonna do a video on how to do the scoop neck bodice, because that one's gonna have the sleeves and how to line all that, because it does get lined a little differently with the sleeve or without the sleeve. And then I'm gonna do the last week, we'll just be adding the skirt, and then I will show you the 2 different hemming methods. So I'm putting the hemband on one, and then I'm just hemming with a narrow hem the other one. So I will do both of those. So because I don't need to film putting the skirt, you know, it goes together the same with both, I just went ahead and sewed the v-neck, the yellow dress, which is the v-neck sleeveless dress. I went ahead and sewed that skirt on off camera and put the zipper in and all that kind of stuff, mostly to check the fit because I'm now gun shy, and it fits beautifully. I'm so excited about it. And that is the fabric that Marlene got me. So I'm even more excited because it was gifted fabric. It's a sundress, and it's going to be a dress because it's the sleeveless one that I can wear in the fall months too. Because I chose a slick lining, it's a crepe de chine, not super slick, but it is a crepe de chine silk that was from my mentor Joyce's stash. I had just enough for like a bodice. So and it's my skin tone, so I wouldn't have made a garment out of it anyway. I would have looked, you know, naked. So I worked perfectly as a lining. It fits to a T, and again, it's slick, so I can wear things underneath it. Obviously, you can layer things over it as the weather gets cooler, so I'm very excited about that dress. The only thing I have left to do on that is sew the bodice to the skirt, which I'll probably just wait until the other dress is done and just sew, you know, I'll show you how to do it on camera, but then I'll just probably sew those at the same time. Because I'm lining the second dress, the red dress, I'm actually going to line in the lightweight linen that I made my fern top out of. And I'm discussing linings and how to choose what fabric and all of that on Sunday. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, so I mostly wanted to finish that dress today just so I could have a peace of mind that it fit well. And I haven't even cut out the red one yet. So I will film, actually I think I'll probably do that. I'll film the hemming of the yellow dress tomorrow and then cut out the red dress, and I'll probably start filming the making of that bodice. So just to kind of get a head start, because I'm gotten into a bad habit of like filming Sunday sew along like right before Sunday. And I'd like to be a little bit ahead on that. And my machines are all set up for that kind of, well, set up right now for the yellow dress. So I want to finish that hem, then I can set it up for the red dress, and then we can move things on. I think I mentioned I have another pattern test that I'm working on. I would like to make another Whitney top, one for myself and then make a Whitney dress for my daughter. Although I think I mentioned I'm gonna have I think I'm gonna send those off to PDF plotting and have those printed off on the big sheets. So I'll have to wait until those arrive. I don't know what their turnaround is right now with all the, I feel like everyone's taking longer to do shipping and that kind of thing. So not in a huge rush for that, but that would be nice to have that done. And then let's see, the pattern test. And then I would really like to get that Rhapsody sewn up. The linen Rhapsody that I have my heart set on. So that's kind of everything I would like to get done before the end of May that I've not already done. So that means the Jessica blazer is not going to get touched, which is fine. I kind of thought that that was going to be a long shot, that I would get anything done on that. And then the that Butterick dress, which is going to be the sew along after the swimsuit. I won't probably have anything done on that, but that's okay. I'll get to that when I get to that. And anything to do with the Pietra pants, that's going to have to wait till next month too. And after activewear. So yeah, but that's okay. I don't mind having to push those, and I'm fine. I'm just feeling good with how everything's falling into place. Oh, I also want to get the Kimberly skirt, the navy blue eyelet Kimberly skirt sewn up too. Because I think that, I'm staring at the ribbon right now, I think that that's going to be pretty amazing, and it'll be fun to wear this summer as well. And I think I'll have enough of that cotton lawn to make a camisole or a top of some sort to go with it. So that's kind of fun and exciting as well. All right, I think that's all I've got for tonight. Feeling good? Oh, I also wanted to mention, I set up a Ko-fi account. Coffee? I don't know how you pronounce it. It's KO/FI, which is, it's, the premise is like you're buying someone a cup of coffee, so I would assume it's pronounced coffee, but it's spelled KO-FI, and it's down in the description box now. It's part of the same thing that's it's at the end of all my videos. I put like my email and Facebook page and Pinterest account, all those links are down there. I now have a link down to my coffee account, which basically I'm just going to use it, and I'll announce this again in one of the more formal videos, but it's just kind of like a tip jar, basically. A couple of people I know have set it up, so if it's something that you're of interest in, you can actually click on that link and kind of through PayPal, so like through your credit card or whatever, just leave, I think I've had 2 people already leave stuff, and I'll thank them in a more formal video because I can't remember the names because I wasn't expecting anything yet because I hadn't even mentioned it yet, but had left $3. So it's like buying me a cup of coffee basically. But all the money that I collect, so like kind of like a tip jar, I'm going to use and putting it back into the channel with things like, I mean, I don't really need any fabric, but you know, stuff like, you know, the raw materials that I use in teaching on the channel, any equipment. I do need a couple more lights because I'm filming both in the sewing room and also at the cutting table. So I would like a couple more lights. You know, I need a new camera. I need a second camera battery. That would really help, I think, streamline things a little bit. You know, and eventually putting things in a kitty, saving up for a new computer, because at some point, I mean, my computer's fine right now, but eventually that's going to die out, so I probably should be saving for a new computer so that when that time comes, I have funds set aside, because I do a lot of editing. I'll need a different type of computer, I think, for my next one. Again, I think I'm a few years away from that, but I might as well go ahead and start putting aside, you know. But that's basically what this whole Ko-fi thing is. It's like a tip jar. If you'd like to leave it, great. If not, that's fine too. The link is down there. Any and all tips are greatly appreciated and really will help make the channel as great as it can be. That is my dream, is just to be able to continue to share the tutorials and, you know, just tips and tricks and, you know, helping you guys along, and also just creating a community. I do make money off of YouTube. It is my full-time job. So this whole coffee thing is just a little extra. If it's something that you'd like to leave, you know, a couple bucks, that's great. It'd be greatly appreciated, and we'll go back into the channel to help make things even more professional as I'm learning the steep learning curve of filming. But yeah, so I just wanted to throw that out there and let you guys know. I mean, I'm not going to harp on about it at all. I probably will mention it again in a formal video, just so people know, but I don't know when though. I have the next few formal videos already filmed, so eventually I'll just mention something on there. But yeah, no pressure if you don't want to or can't or whatever. That's absolutely fine. Just wanted to let you know it was there. Okay, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend so far. If you're in the US, it's Memorial Day weekend. And so happy Memorial Day weekend, even though it's probably much different than typical Memorial Day weekends. But I hope you're enjoying family and maybe a little bit of friends. I don't know. Yeah, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more of the daily vlog. All right, have a good one. Bye. Okay, everyone, we've got movement with the baby bunnies.
I saw their head. Something.
Can you see them over there? I'll try and move the grass. Look at all the baby bunnies.
Mom.
Look at the babies.
Can I put it back?
I will. I'm not touching anyone. They were just moving around a ton. I have no idea how many are in there, but there's a lot of baby bunny fluff. Look at the little ears. Okay, I'll keep you guys updated as they start coming out. One did come out and then went back in, so they are starting to move.
Their eyes are open.